Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Us and X Academy. Today we are going to be solving this LGCSE question. It's for May-June exam 2025. It's paper 4. So it reads as follows. The diagram shows a solid cube of side 6 centimeters and the solid cone of height 12.6 and the radius r. The cube and the cone have the same volume. We know that to find the volume of a cube, we know that is going to be length times width, then times height. Then this should be equals to the volume of a cone, which is 1 over 3 pi r squared height. Now let's substitute in the values. That is going to be 6 times 6 times 6. We remember that cube has all equal sides, okay? Then this equals to 1 over 3 pi r squared height. Therefore, 6 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6, that is going to be 216. So we're going to have 216 equals to, so we see that this is the volume of the cube and the volume of the cone. So we have 216 equals to 1 over 3 pi r squared, then multiply by our height, which is 12.6, right? So we can just multiply by 3 this side, multiply by 3 this side. So this will cancel this. So we are going to be left with 216 multiplied by 3. Let me just do this on the calculator. Let me just do this from the calculator. Okay. 216 multiplied by 3, that is going to be 648. So we are going to have 648 equals to how much? Equals to 12.6 pi r squared, right? So we are just going to divide by 12.6 pi this side and divide by 12.6 pi also this side, then this cancels this. So now we have r squared equals to this, so we can just simply take square root on this side and also take this square root this side. So we are just going to have r equals to square root of 648 divided by 12.6 pi, okay? So we see that r equals to 648 over 12.6 pi, right? Okay, so how much that does give us? You see, this gives us 4.046. So you see that r equals to 4.046. Now we round it to 2 decimal places. So this is the first decimal place, the second, then we look at this one. So we see that 6 is greater than 5. So we are just going to add 1 to this. So we have r equals to 4.05. So we have proved that r is indeed 4.05. Correct to do the 2 decimal places, okay? Now, now we are to calculate the total surface area of the cone. The curved surface area A of the cone with a radius r and slant height L, which is A equals to pi RL, okay? So to calculate the entire surface area of a cone, we are just going to add this area, which is of a circle, and this area which is for the curved part. So the area the area for the circle we know is going to be pi r squared, then plus we add also the area of the curved part, which is pi r l. Okay, so the area for that one is going to be pi multiplied by 4.05 squared, then plus pi multiplied by 0. No, multiply by 4.05 squared, then multiply by our slant height. Our slant height is the L is square root of h squared plus r squared, right? So how do we know that this is how much our slant height is? It is because, okay, it's because when you look at this is your r here, and this is your height here. This forms 90 degrees here, and together with the slant height it forms a triangle, a right angle triangle. So we see that the slant height is the hypotenuse. We know that to find the hypotenuse is a squared plus b squared, then under square root. So in this case our a squared and b squared are r and h. Okay, so we are going to have yeah, you can just do this from your calculator. So we can just simplify it as pi multiplied by 4.05 squared plus pi times here is only 0.5, not squared, times 4.05 times our slant height, which is square root of, so how much is our h? It's going to be 12.6 squared plus how much is our r? Is 4.05 squared, right? Okay, now we can just type this on the calculator. So we are going to have pi multiplied by 4.05 squared, then plus pi times 4.05, then times our slant height, which I say is square root of 12.6 squared plus 4.05 squared. So how much is our answer? We get 219.9. So we are going to have our answer as equals to 219.9 centimeters squared, right? So okay, to find the volume, to solve this one, one thing that you should realize to solve for this one is that the big cone, this big cone, okay, and this small cone, they are similar, and we are told that the ratio of their height is 3:1. Okay, this is a big one and this is a small one. Okay, so this is the ratio of their height, which is the ratio of their length. So to get the ratio of their volumes, we can just simply cube this side and cube this side. So we're going to have the ratio of their volumes is going to be 27:1, right? So we know that the volume for the big cone is 216. Remember, it was calculated here. Remember, we just since it was calculated here is 216, because you remember that the volume of a cube and the cone, they're equal. So we found that is 216. So 216 is 2 is 2. So let's find the volume of a small cone. So it's going to be 216 divided by 27. So we can just come here, 216 divided by 27, that gives us 8. Okay, therefore the volume for the small cone is 8. So we can see that frustrum, its volume is to find its volume, you just subtract volume of a big minus volume of a small one. So this is just going to be 216 minus 8. So 216 minus 8 gives us how much? It's going to be 208, right? 216 minus 8, that is just let me see, no, 216 minus, that is just going to give us 208. So we are just going to have 208 here as our final answer. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, that Ascent Academy is an online tutoring platform that tutors people who are supplementing or taking extra classes in LGCSE, IGCSE, AS, A-level, and IB. So if you found this helpful, remember to just subscribe and share. Thank you for choosing Ascent X Academy.